Padme still goes hard on defense after 5 years. Alright, let's get into this. Alright, first off, this is why you don't put Geos on defense. Because even though you can solo them with Vader and a few other characters, you can just get through them with Emperor Palpatine and crew, even without Starkiller. It's just too easy. They all get stunned, they all take a bunch of damage, and you just get turn meter loop against them. There's nothing they can really do about it, because they're just not going to be faster as long as you set up your team correctly. Alright, and if you don't have gas, this is not a terrible team, but it's not good because I'm taking them out with my Geonosians. Granted, my Geonosians are all Relic 7. They were a passion project. So they got hurt pretty bad. But as soon as you get Shaak Ti out of the way, it just goes really fast. You got to just make sure you get 5s first, and everybody else shouldn't be too bad. Especially because Sunfact's going to dispel the tenacity, and it's just too easy. Alright, I used a Datacron for funsies on this one. Didn't need it, but, you know, I've got them, so. Taking SLKR against Rey. This one can be challenging if you're not paying attention, but, yeah, I just wanted to open up with that AoE so I can get the critical chance going. There is a little backlash though, but you know, we get through it. I just want to get those critical hits. Rey's gonna smoke some people, but we'll get through it. It's just when Rey starts getting her ultimate, that's when you want to have your ultimate in the bag, so that way you can go ahead and use that and protect yourself. But you also have to get the timing right too. I think I got 2 turn damage immunity on this one, and see, I took another turn, and if I'd only had 1, I'd have taken that hit too. So you got to be really careful about the timing and make sure you don't get hit with her ultimate while you're not out. How am I saying that? You don't want to get hit with her ultimate while you're not in your ultimate. So Rey can be really frustrating because she has foresight, but you just got to keep getting those critical hits. Yep, I'm thinking there because I know I'm gonna lap her, so I want to pop my ult just before she pops hers, and then I want to continue to siphon. There, we took it, and then we go ahead and finish them both off. Alright, getting through ships, going through really fast. Malevolence is a fantastic offensive fleet. I know other people like to start the Vulture droid, but I don't like that. I like to start with Spy and Soldier out front, and then bring him out so I can blind everybody. And then the problem with bringing the Vulture droid out first is if he gets smoked really quick, then he's out, and you don't get that like assist every time whenever there are what are those little bugs called? I can't remember, but you know, you just have to be careful with Soldier, because if you use his basic against a tank, you'll slow that tank down, and you'll have to because he removes turn meter, and you'll have to deal with the tank even longer maybe. So alright, now we have my Empire fleet against Raddus. Nothing to write home about here. It's really not a big problem. As long as your Empire fleet is going to be able to get out in front of their Raddus's ultimate, there really shouldn't be any problem. And then of course I bring out Iden Versio's ship. No, I think it's the TIE Defender, and she just smokes everybody up. Alright, getting back into it. This was probably the toughest match. Malgus using gas. This is a really, really tough match. First, you got to get through Malik. I know you like want to get through the. You ideally normally would want to get after Bastilla Shan first, but if you have everybody killed off and Malik is still left, it's going to be very problematic. So you want to get Malik out of the way first, which I make kind of a bonehead mistake coming up here. I try to use the aerial advantage on Malik, and that was just silly. I wanted to. I know Malik is not susceptible to health-based damage, but I wanted to see how it would do anyways. Luckily, Malik doesn't get another chance to regain his health, so I do a little love tap and he goes down. Alright, it looks like the odds are against me here, but you get rid of Revan next, and then you go after Shan, and you definitely want to get rid of Marauder, because Marauder can reduce your max health on a special with a critical hit. So we definitely want to get rid of Marauder. And you can really just hit auto, because Anakin is going to do what he's going to do, and Malgus can't beat him at this point. We're going to look at Padme. Man, her stats on defense, if you win against her, your points are not going to be good. That's what I'm showing there. So I took Rey up against her. It seemed like the best plan, just because I've gone out there like, I've got this idea, or oh, I got a phone call from my wife. Had to block that out. But anyways, SWGOH.GG shows CLS can beat her, and man, I think I tried that like twice, and I will never try CLS against her again. There's probably a way you can do it. Obviously, there's a way you can do it, but protection, and then they just one-shot you, and it's like throwing pebbles at a brick wall. You know what I mean? You're just not doing anything, and then you lose, and you're like, everybody else sucks somehow. So instead, I use my CLS against CLS. Not great. I have a feeling that this account that I'm going against is a little young. Like they were working on something that involved, Arctic Han. So they just put him on the team because they didn't have the proper team. But, it's how it turned out. Wampa against First Order. It'll work really well if they don't have like Hux or Kylo Ren unmasked, because Hux, I think, prevents counterattacks, and Kylo Ren unmasks has that irresistible stun for 2 turns. So they actually hurt me pretty good in the beginning, but I think they could have defended themselves if they were faster and hit harder. So I super sped this one up. Nobody wants to see Ewoks hit her a million times. So you just got to get Ewok Elder out first, and then everything else starts falling apart for them. Enfys Nest builds up. I think it's her critical damage over time. So it's just a matter of time. Unfortunately, it takes a long time to get through these little rats. All right, and then finally, Nute Gunray led Separatists. This is another reason why I think it's kind of a young account, because they don't have Grievous on here. So Grievous is the better team on defense. They're going to take away banners. You know, you're going to get that target lock out there and prevent whatever it prevents. I think it's turn meter. It's probably actually counterattacks, but whatever. It's too easy. And then at the end here, I just death mark Nute so he doesn't come back, and then finish it off. All right, that's it. Have a nice day. Hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe. See you later.